Hello and welcome back to a chapter a day. It is Monday, May the 27th. Happy Memorial Day for those of you in the U.S. who celebrate the day. It is also the day that I have to read two chapters because yesterday I missed chapter 26. So I will be reading both chapter 26 and chapter 27 today. So thank you all again for listening, for viewing, and I will go right into the reading of chapter 26 of Numbers. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spake with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses, and the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanokites, of Palu, the family of the Paluites. So here's what's happening. God is telling, let's see, Moses and Eleazar, which is Aaron's son, to number the people. And I believe they did a numbering back when they first came out of Egypt. This is another numbering. So let's see. So we're going to, or maybe this was the first numbering. So we're going to see how the people add up. So they started with the house of Reuben. And I'm going to go ahead and just give you the numbers according to the tribes, because this is going to be a whole long repetitive set of numbering by just changing the names of the people of the tribes. Okay, so the first tribe was Reuben's, and out of Reuben's tribe came 3,730. And then we had let's see, I don't want to miss any important things. So Reuben was the eldest son of Israel, and they called his children Hanok, and then of Hezron, which was another son, and then of so Reuben's families totaled 43,750. So that's 43,750. Continuing on now from verse 8. And the sons of, I'm going to go back to verse 6. Of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. These are the families of the Reubenites. So I already gave you the total of the Reubenites. And the sons of Eliab and Dathan and Abiram. This is that Dathan and Abiram, famous for striving against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together, that they died. And when that company died, what time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not. The sons of Simeon, after their families, of Nemuel. Okay, so now we are finished with the Reubenites. We're going to Simeon, the next son. And they talked about all of his sons. And the total of the families of the Simeonites were 22,200. And then we go to the families of Gad. And the families of Gad totaled 40,500. And then we go to the families of Judah. And the families of Judah totaled 60, which is 60 and 16,000. So I would say that's 76,500. So we have to do a little math here, okay? Moving right along to the families of Issachar. Issachar's families. These are not just sons. These are their total families. 3,4,000, that's 64,300. Then the sons of Zebulun totaled 3,000, and that is 60,500. Then you have the sons of Joseph after their families. Manasseh's families totaled, let's see, I don't want to miss. Okay, so the families of Manasseh totaled 52,700. That's 52,700. So what they're doing for each of the tribes, they're breaking down the families by the sons, okay, and sometimes by the daughters also. Then after we had the families of Manasseh, the families of Ephraim totaled 32,500, which is 32,500. Then you had the families of Joseph, those were from Joseph. Then you had the families of Benjamin. Benjamin's families were, let's see, totaling 45,600. That's 45,600. Then the families of Dan. The families of Dan totaled 3,4,400. That's 64,400. Then the families of Asher, they totaled 53,400. That's 53,400. Then the families of Naphtali, they totaled 45,400. That's 45,400. Then the families of, so that's the end. Naphtali's families were the last. So in all, these were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. So let me just put that down in regular numbers. 600,000, 1,730. So 601,730. That's the total of all the tribes of Israel. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance according to the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to a few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given, according to those that were numbered of him. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribes of their fathers they shall inherit. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. And these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families. The Gershonites, Kohath, Merari, these are the family of the Levites. So remember, the Levites were not supposed to be counted among the other tribe because they were specifically chosen by God to officiate in the, in the sanctuary services. Oh, by the way, I'm using my computer today because I'm over at another place and my Bible was left back at my previous staying place. So I'm just making accommodations as best as I can. So and I'm going to be reading from verse let's see, from verse 58. These are the families of the Levites: the family of the Libnites, family of the Hebronites, family of the Mahlites, family of the Mushites, family of the Korathites. And Kohath begat Amram. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, and the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram Aaron and Moses and Miriam their sister. And unto Aaron was born Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord. We remember reading that. Those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upward. for they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. But among these was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said of them, they shall surely die in the wilderness. And there was not left a man of them save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. So these are the families from all the 12 tribes of Israel, and they excluded the numberings for the Levites because they were not supposed to be numbered among the regular sons of Israel. Okay, so again, the total was 601,730. 601,730. Okay, that's the number given. And that is the end of chapter 26. Okay, now following on, we're going to go into chapter 27. So chapter 26, remember, this is the book of Numbers. They're going to be doing some numbering of the children of Israel. So that was it, verse in chapter 26. Chapter 27. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away with from among his family, because he hath no son? Give us therefore possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord. So these young ladies of the tribe of Manasseh. They were from the tribe of Manasseh. Apparently the father only had daughters, and there were 5 of them. So they came and they said, hey, you are only you're only giving land to the men. What about us? Our father died, and he didn't die in any erroneous way either. He just died. But we are women, and we have no men to represent us, so what's going to happen? So Moses spoke to the Lord about it. So here's verse 7. The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. They shall surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. Thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man die and have no son, then shall you cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. And if he have no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. If he has no brethren, then you shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then you shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it. And it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Get thee up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For you rebelled against my commandment in this desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah in Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, okay, so after God said, yes, go ahead and let the daughters have an inheritance, he also made a stipulation that if a man shall not have any sons, the inheritance goes to the daughters. No daughters, then to another family member or brethren, somebody in the family is supposed to inherit. That's why when we don't make wills, that's not a good thing. because somebody in your family is supposed to inherit your possessions. Not it should be given to the government or any other strangers. Okay? And moving right on to verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep that have no shepherd. And I believe this is God is telling Moses that he's going to allow him to see the land, but because of his rebellion at the water of Meribah, where he struck the rock instead of speaking, Moses was not going to go into the land. He would see it, but he would not go into it. So he's now looking for a man who's going to take over from Moses. Yeah. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep which have no shepherd. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thine hand upon him, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight. And thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Urim before the Lord. At his word shall they go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and he took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands upon him, and gave him a charge, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. So, that's the end of chapter 27, and we have done 2 chapters today, 26 and 27. So we did the numbering. We read about the numbering of the children of Israel as God requested Moses to do. They numbered 601,730. And then God told Moses that he would have to choose another man to take his place, because Moses was not going to be going forward with the children of Israel because of what he did by not speaking to the rock instead of striking it at the waters of Meribah. So he chose Joshua the son of Nun, and God set him before the priest and the congregation, and they recognized him as the new leader of the children of Israel. So I guess we'll be coming up next as to what happens with Moses. That's the end of our reading for today. Thank you once again. I read 2 chapters, 26 and 27. I just gave like a quick run through for chapter 26 because it's a lot of repetitions for the different tribes and the numbering of the tribes. So that's it for today. Happy Memorial Day again. Until our next reading, I pray you all continue to be blessed at what you hear, and be inspired by something. And thank you all for joining. Until our next reading, I pray that you have a wonderful day. And remember, faith comes by hearing God's word. Take care. Bye.